Good afternoon and welcome. Well, welcome back. My name is Dylan. This is the official Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms Lost stream. And my guest has their audio on, so there's an echo. Scott, can you set your audio to headphones?
It is.
Yeah. Somewhere on here, there's an echo.
There's an echo, huh?
I found it. I found the echo. I'm turning it off. Son of a bitch. No, and then there's other stuff going on too. My God, this is already a disaster.
We knew it wouldn't work. We tried.
Yeah.
We did our best.
Yeah.
But we crit failed.
All right. So yes, my name is Dylan. I am coming to you live from the Lime Green streaming closet at Codename Entertainment, located in beautiful Victoria, BC, Canada. I am back from PAX, and I have news to share and things to share. And but first, I want to give a huge shout out to the D&D team at Wizards of the Coast for graciously hosting us here on the Twitch on twitch.tv/D&D every week. It is a digital dream come true, and you are hearing around you and seeing in a moment how much digital duct tape is actually holding all this together behind the scenes. So I think it's probably time to do our first announcement and introduce our guest. Please.
I think so.
Yeah. There he is.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Yeah, we have.
How are you?
Binwin Bronzebottom is our guest today. Coming all the way from where?
Yeah.
Where exactly? Where are you right now?
Well, that's a good question because I died. I don't know if you listen to Dice Camera Action, but Chris Perkins killed me, so I'm kind of in limbo right now. Not really sure where I am. I could be anywhere. I'm not alive, I'll tell you that. Not quite in hell, but I'm not alive. But you know what? I'm feeling great. Feeling positive about things. And I look forward to being on your stream, Dylan, even though I'm dead.
Thank you. God, I can hear people in the office
I know,
laughing on the other side of the wall right now. So do you have anything to announce about where people can spend some time with you next?
That's a good question because I didn't know if I'm allowed to say this. Am I allowed to say it now?
Yeah, this is the time to announce it.
Okay.
When it's coming.
Well, despite Chris Perkins killing me, you're gonna be able to watch me and my one of my minions, Corey Cassoni, every Tuesday, right here, as we do something we like to call Binwin Plays. That's right. Me, Binwin Bronzebottom, still alive. We're going to be playing Idle Champions right here every Tuesday at a time that I forgot.
I believe it'll be on for an hour leading into Mike Merle's Happy Fun Hour.
I love Mike Merles.
Yeah.
He's a really good DM.
Yeah. He knows his shit. And so he does his design-focused workshop hour where he goes over, I assume, stuff for upcoming books. Or maybe he's just messing around. You will be on before him, hanging out.
Well, this is really exciting because one of the things that I'm really, really excited about doing on this new stream is actually finally learning how to play this game. Because although it's awesome because I'm in it, and I'm the best character in the game, and I totally break the game, I don't know anything about formations. Every time I do a formation, someone, look at my beard, look at my wobbly beard, look at this thing go. That's gravity. That's technology. But I'm really looking forward to learning the formations. I'm looking forward to everyone in the channel telling me how my formation is wrong and how Minsk needs to be moved to the left, or the little Hawkman needs to be to the right. I'm going to learn the names. I'm going to learn all the names. And one thing I want to avoid is any level with seagulls, because I hate seagulls.
What? Why? What's wrong with seagulls?
They poke my head. I worked really hard on this animation last night. And if they poke my head too much, I rage. Oh, they love me out there. Listen to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, seagulls. They're bad. They're not the best. Dylan, you don't even know what to do with this.
I'm thinking about it. I mean, I'm just excited to watch some Binwins Plays Idols Champions.
Oh man, we're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And the best part is, clearly, as you can clearly see, despite what Chris Perkins says, I'm alive and well.
You look pretty good to me.
That's what I say.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever looked this bad, this good.
No.
This is the best you've ever looked.
It is the best I've ever looked. Here's the good news about being a cartoon. You don't even have to shower in the morning. You can just get right into here, and it don't matter what your hair looks like, because you're a cartoon. Because you're a Binwin cartoon. Look at this. Whoa. Am I transfixing you?
A little bit, yeah.
Look, I'm riding on a horse now. I'm on my war pony. I'm coming to get you in BC, in Victoria.
Oh.
Hey, I was promised Satine.
Oh.
I'm not saying Satine. I'm looking at your face.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-oh.
It's not as good of a face.
That?
Yeah.
Did I just spoil that?
We might have another guest later on.
I spoiled it.
Yeah, I'm more just worried that because we don't have an official copy of Zoom, and apparently our Zoom will automatically shut down at a certain point, so you'll just disappear. It'll be like Chris Perkins all over again. So, yeah. Anyways, so anybody who is interested in catching Binwin Plays Idol Champions,
yes,
the first of a series of Binwin Plays, I'm sure.
Yeah,
we'll be able to do so on this channel every Tuesday at noon. Well, before Mike Merle's Happy Fun Hour, starting next Tuesday, which is September 11th. Nobody has anything else to be doing at that time, so they can come in and tune in and check this out.
What is it with things always starting on September 11th with me?
I don't know.
I had to fly September 11th, the year after the really crappy one. It was not great. Seagulls. Ping, 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 ping. That's what it sounds like when it hits my helmet. Ping, 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 ping. See? I mean, how can you turn away a stream that's going to be like this?
It's true. It's true. Which of your minions are going to be on it? Do you know? Do you have a list of special guests that you may have joining you?
I don't know. It's a good question. Corey's going to be on with me every week, helping me out. There's all kinds of people I'd love to have on the show, but I don't want to announce anything yet. I'd rather spoil your guests.
Oh, well, thank you.
Sorry about that.
It's all
Binwin
good.
Tends to kick doors in, so I metaphorically kicked that spoiler door in.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
You still love me, Dylan?
I'll forgive you. Yeah.
Do you forgive me after sitting next to me at PAX for 4 days?
Yes, because we went for sushi at Umisaki House, and
oh my god,
it was worth it. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the best sushi. Although, what was with that table we had to sit at?
I don't know. Maybe they knew we'd be obnoxious and loud, and we were going to order flights of 5 sakis at a time, so they decided to cordon us off.
If you're ever in Seattle, go to Umisaki House. Really good. It's a great sushi place.
Make a reservation because it's busy as heck.
But do not sit in the room where they try to emulate Japan by making you sit on the floor, but not really because your legs will cramp up.
Yeah. I had to move. I shuffled around a bunch. I don't know if you caught me. Yeah.
Oh, I was too busy shuffling myself. Not fun.
What was your PAX highlight actually? Now that you're here.
You know, it's the first show I got to do this year because it's been such a crazy year for me.
Yeah.
And so just getting to see everyone, to get out there and talk to the readers and fans is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
See, when you're a star like Binwin, and you have a big ego like Binwin, if you don't see your adoring fans every so often, your ego starts to inflate. Get down like this. You don't like it. Then they're like, "Oh, Binwin, you're the best," and then you're like, "Oh, I can keep going. I'm recharged." So no, it was good. it was good just getting to a PAX and seeing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that we needed 4 days of it.
Well, you know, it's PAX.
But other than that, it was pretty great. And actually, the highlight was hanging out with you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Because Codename Entertainment was at our booth, and so I got to spend time watching Adam draw, even though he insists on drawing in Adobe Illustrator, even though it's an inferior program, Photoshop. God, everyone was enthralled watching Adam draw live.
Well, it's probably because
so cool.
It's the Illustrator thing. They just didn't believe that you could draw in Illustrator.
No, it was watching. He's a talented guy, and it was watching him draw.
Yeah, with his custom brush that he spent 5 years making.
Yeah, at one point I'm sitting there, and these people are just like staring at me, and I'm like, "Oh man, they're such fans. Look, how nervous they are." And I'm like, "Come closer. It's okay." And then they go, "Oh no, we're." And they point over my shoulder. They go, "We're just watching the guy draw."
That's hilarious.
This is how angry I was at that. They didn't care about me, just Adam drawing. But anyway, yeah. So I'm stoked to play more Idle Champions. I'm stoked to learn more about the game. I actually was able to finally unlock Evelyn because I didn't. I had not unlocked her. I played, I think, after her event. So
yeah, you started with your event, which makes sense for Ben. Of
course, yeah.
And, but Evelyn's was the one preceding it, so.
Right. Yeah.
We were just.
So,
we made it rain DLC codes at PAX. Just codes everywhere for everybody.
Since I died trying to protect her, it's only fair that she joined my official lineup.
Yeah. You also got to hang out with her at PAX at least a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the whole Dice Camera Action crew is pretty great. Except Perkins. I mean, because he killed me. Yeah, no, they're all pretty awesome. And boy, who knew people love coloring so much? Oh my gosh, people love coloring.
This is true.
Wow.
We gave out over 2,000 sheets at PAX.
Are you serious? Is that how much we gave out?
Yeah, our second printing was 1,250. Yeah.
Whew, Mamma Mia, pizzeria. That's a lot of coloring books.
Yeah, actually, in retrospect, it's a crazy number.
But you know, you'd think that like someone will come up and go, "Oh, my kids will love this, right? I want to bring this home to the kids." But it was like adults, men and women, like, "I love to color. I can't wait to color."
Yeah, it was a trip. Yeah, that and DLC codes were real popular, and you know, while I was standing aside to allow the Waffle crew some time in our booth. I was selling Table Titans Adventure Journals to people, so
oh man,
it was good. Yeah,
that thing. I'm so mad about the Adventure Journal because I was putting that together. Me, Binwin, I designed it. When I put that together, I was so nervous about making sure I didn't leave anything out for the character. Because for those that don't know, the Adventure Journal is a moleskin journal that holds 3 characters, not just 1, not 2, but 3 whole characters, and it's gorgeous, and you can buy it at tabletitans.com. But what I did forget to do is put in a spot for character sketch. Me, an artist, forgot the spot for a character sketch.
You know, until you pointed it out now, I was happy with that product, and now...
Yeah. Hey, does your company have a logo? Does your character have a company with a logo? I put a spot in there for it. That's in there. Last Will and Testament? In there. Spot to draw your character? I forgot.
Oh, well. They'll have to do it in Illustrator, I guess, instead.
See, if I had done it in Illustrator... Oh, you... Oh, don't give Adam that ammunition. Here's my impression of Adam talking to me at PAX. Ping ping pong pong ping 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 ping. Annoying, just like a seagull poking at your head. No, but yeah, the Adventure Journals, and we're gonna make one for Dungeon Masters. So if you're a Dungeon Master and you want to have a journal for setting up your campaign and adventures, we're gonna make that too.
That's exciting. Yeah,
it's very exciting. We're gonna talk all about that stuff on Binwin Plays, which you should watch every Tuesday.
Starting next Tuesday. Next Tuesday at noon on this channel.
Yeah.
Binwin Plays Idle Champions. It'll be fun. The real trick after that is, I mean, since Binwin is unkillable, he's never going away. He'll be there forever.
Well, it depends what version of Binwin you're talking about, right? So, like, Binwin the character has been around for 12 years, but you only really see... Whoops. Ooh, I raged there for a second. I hit the wrong button and raged. You only really see him on live stage every once in a while.
Yeah.
So, sure, the character is dead, but Binwin the personality, Binwin the cartoon, Binwin the webcomic, alive and well. Can't touch that, Perkins. You can't touch that, Perkins. You can kill a man, but you can't kill his brand.
Oh, yeah?
That's right. That's an old dwarven saying. That's a mountain dwarf saying. You can kill a man, but you can't kill his brand.
Okay.
Plus, how do you know it was me?
Yeah, I suppose it could have been a clone, right?
Right. It could have been Twinwin.
Yeah.
Right? Dylan?
Yes?
Don't you wish you were a cartoon? Look at this.
I am feeling a little left out.
Do you want me to make one for you? Do you want me to make you a cartoon?
Sure, you can make one of my characters into me. That'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can try to make
because
it
you can
happen.
draw my character, right?
Yeah, I can draw your character. Well, it depends. Let me ask you a question before I answer that.
Oh.
Can you mail coffee crisps to America?
Yes. Yes, we can.
Well, then I can draw your character.
Perfect.
We have an accord.
I'm glad we settled this. Okay. I have to move on to some other announcements, Binwin, so I'm going to have to let you go.
Oh, okay.
Also, this computer is going to explode. So it'll be going a lot better once this is shut down a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate what you're going through right now to make this happen.
Digital duct tape.
I just want everyone to see my beard.
Yeah, yeah.
Code
Moving
name.
beard.
Look at my beard, code name.
Yeah.
Look at my beard, code name office. All right, Dylan.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining us.
I love you. I love you. Do you have anything you want to say to me?
I feel similar. No, much love. Thank you for the sushi
yeah, no problem.
Leadership.
You're welcome
Sushi
for
leadership.
allowing you to buy me sushi. Why are you thanking me?
No. You did the ordering. It was wonderful. Yeah.
All right, man.
Good choices.
I'll see you
All
Tuesday.
Right. Catch you soon.
All right, bye.
All right, bye-bye. Oh man. So happy anniversary, everybody. There will be a Binwin Plays Idle Champion starting next Tuesday at noon. Followed closely, I am sure, by other Binwin Plays of other kind. From here until eternity. So thank you, Binwin, for joining me today. And I see Table Titans in chat. Yeah. So before I get into the Q&A portion of this, people have been noticing, hey, I've been on the same stage forever and I haven't really been doing anything. It's because somebody wanted me to demo speed potions, and somebody also challenged me to getting to my as far as possible without unlocking Barrowin or Hitch. So that's what's going on right now. So I'm just gonna huge potion of speed, blunk. Suddenly the game is twice as fast as it was before, and auto progress. So I'm sure that won't be distracting, but it'll be just motoring through behind me. I have a nice suboptimal formation, back row DPS, birdsong at the top. We'll see how this goes. Sheefy Mess, how is Satine going to top that Binwin appearance? You know, we haven't had Satine as a guest on our show yet. And for those who remember back, and God, this sped up screen is making me feel like I should talk faster. But those who think back to our first ever guest on the live stream, it was the one and only Rudy Rutenberg. So that was back in February or March when we started having a Zoom interview characters so that we could have people on the other side of the screen. So yeah, we'll have to think of a way to top that with Satine. Yeah. How does Satine top Binwin? She literally only has to walk on camera. Yeah, that's easy. Anywho, so I'm sorry I didn't get to any questions while Binwin was here. It was distracting, and I was worried about the explosive nature of this computer setup. We actually, while I was at PAX, ordered a new computer to build for a streaming computer, so hopefully all of this runs a little bit more smoothly and better starting sometime next week whenever we have time to put it together. Yeah, let's see. Oh, I see there's a raffle currently going. 1 minute until it is drawn. Join it if you haven't already. Happy anniversary, everybody. This game is turning 1 year old tomorrow. September 7th is our 1 year early access anniversary. Obviously, everybody can see that we have the anniversary celebration live in-game. I haven't actually picked up my... Oh, that's trippy. Anyways, claim my thing for today. Ooh, time gate piece. Large. Ooh, okay, that's cool. And then if you enter the happy anniversary shop code in, you get a couple of supply chests, which are filled with things like contracts and potions. So there's the second of mine. The first one I used up when I was testing it earlier today. So yeah, here we are. This is Idle Champions running at double speed thanks to our all-new huge potion of speed. Current total acceleration 2.75x. Wow. That's trippy. Anyways, this should get to my wall, whatever it is, with this setup relatively soon. Invincible, that's funny. Yes, I have a Zaka in this formation. Let's see. Oh, there's a T-Rex. There's a T-Rex dying quickly. Relatively quickly. Shoot, I can get this to go even faster. Just tearing through. There's one of the tiny zombies that was about to come out of the T-Rex. So, what else do we have going on? This is kind of disorienting, isn't it, Lauren? Yeah, I'm looking at it, and it's weird to watch. Like, it almost makes me want to go over to the in-screen and then do this. It's just kind of a trip. Yeah. I mean, I didn't have a headache before I started, but I'm starting to get one now. So what else happened? We were just at PAX for a whole week. It felt like longer. I know the event only runs for 4 days, basically 3.5, because the Monday was kind of slow. But you know, Adam and I left with a Charger, or no, not a Charger. What were we driving? Dodge Caravan, just full of stuff. And we left last Wednesday. Stayed overnight in Poolsville, Washington. For anybody who hasn't checked out that quaint seaside town, it's beautiful, and you totally should. And you should eat at the Brass Kraken pub. It was delicious. Then we took the ferry over into Seattle, and yeah, set up for PAX. Hung out at PAX. Gave stuff away at PAX. Lots of codes, lots of things. Talked to a lot of people. There was a number of fans there who came to see us, but also a lot of people just checking out PAX. It was awesome. Yeah, it was a good time. I talked to a lot of fans about things that are coming up. You know, of which at least one of those things will be spoiled today. No, maybe more. Actually, yeah, we're gonna have more spoilers on stream later on. I should pop another speed potion or two. I don't want to look at that if that's what's happening. It's already so distracting. I am half tempted to like move it away because it's weird to look at. Yeah. Oh, Dwember, I'm glad you liked the code. Yeah. Supply chests. It's funny because I was, now that the shop has been updated, we were thinking about what we could give away, chest-wise, and it's like Chris, Game Guru Chris Dupuis suggested supply chests, and because it's our anniversary, we decided with 2 instead of 1, because the anniversary celebration is also running. So, yeah, I hope you are enjoying it. Now, Chris covered quite a lot of stuff while I was gone, and spoiled quite a lot of stuff, it looks like. Yeah. So I'm, going to be a little bit more careful about what I spoil today, because I don't want to spoil things unnecessarily. But, Yeah, what would you guys like to know? Come at me. You got some questions. I see Giant Dwarf wants to know when we can get PDFs of the coloring sheets. We're going to release those probably both through our Discord and through the website. We just haven't put it together yet. We have a bunch of coloring sheets, and eventually we'll have just about all of them, which is to say all the characters. The most popular coloring sheets at the event were by far Strix and Gelatinous Cube. You know, with Evelyn, Binwin, Diath, and the Idle Champions logo all grouping up after that. People kept asking us when Nate was going to come to the game because they saw these. This was the dice camera action. Ooh, it's trippy doing it in a reverse angle like this. It was a dice camera action poster that we made for PAX, made by our artist Michelle Papadopoulos, who was on stream last week with Chris. You can even see the little Perkins down there, and a little Paulton. We have some of these left. We're not quite sure how we want to disseminate them yet, but we will make it possible for people to get them. Yeah, they turned out really, really nicely. When Nate answer, Cheapy Maz? Yes, there will be a Paulton in Idle Champions. I can't give you a release date, though. Sorry. Except to say not next and not after next. Royal Gentleman asks, more skins coming soon. I can answer that with more skins are coming. Money's worth. Dear Codename, I love the new potion you guys added. Is there any talk for adding in some more character-modifying items like consumables that could perhaps increase individual character stats? Like a potion or rune of Cat's Grace that would add 2 to their dex score, or maybe a potion of haste that could potentially speed up their individual attacking speed. Or slowing for the opposite. Might be useful for Barrowman formations. Those are some interesting suggestions that I will pass along. I don't know that we have any intention of making it easier to exploit Barrowman's ridiculously powerful buff. But there's always a possibility. Miasco, what made you guys decide on the gem prices for the new familiars? Math. That's a good question for Chris, though. I couldn't tell you how he built that, except to say that Chris has a incredible amount of game design experience, much more so than I do, and he magenta shirts question like that. So he built it with the big picture in mind. Certainly, we don't want to have it be so that there are too many cheap or expensive familiars, so it kind of just goes up at a scale. So it was important that we added at least one that was cheaper and one that was a little more expensive, so that you have something to work towards. I bought Juniper, but I did not have enough gems to get Boo. And it's weird seeing Boo gray like that, because I know that Boo isn't gray, but 70,000 gems is a lot of gems. But yeah, you got to have something to work towards, and at the same time, gems as a currency are something that can be exploited. So we wanted to make sure that it's something worthwhile for players to work towards. But yeah, let's see. Magenta shirt. Can you confirm that the 750 high roller point goodie will be Mordum the Modron from Planescape Torment? I can confirm that it is not. It is not a champion. He-Hulk. Any news on how the High Harvestide is going to reward champions? Will we be able to earn 1, 2, etc.? If you have not already earned Stokey, the champion from our first ever event champion, year 1 High Harvestide, you will be able to, as well as another character that I might talk about later on today. Royal Gentleman. Could we have a community-made champion added? We get that question a lot. It's not something that we will never do, but it's a request that we get most frequently, and it's one of those things where we already have such a massive list of characters that we're adding. We can easily fill years of updates with champions from books, from shows, from board games, from all kinds of sources. So there are a lot of options. I mean, so a community created one, maybe sometime in the future, but it's not something we're looking at doing anytime soon. Can we get an Escort Chris Perkins variant? Chris Perkins kind of just appears wherever he needs to, whenever he wants to. I don't know that he needs an escort. But that being said, something that we have talked a lot about on our end that we would like to see more of and be able to do more of is have some way of honoring and representing our illustrious and amazing Dungeon Master community in the game as well. Chris Perkins, Jerry Holkins, Matt Mercer, Adam Coble, Satine Phoenix. There are a lot of amazing DMs that we'd like to have some way to highlight in game. Not just as the player characters that they've had in different shows and games and stuff, but a way to have them their efforts as a DM honored as well. And we haven't quite figured it out yet. We have a few ideas we've been toying around, but finding an in-lore way to do so, because anything we do needs to be as accurate as it can be with 5th edition and the Forgotten Realms. It's tricky, so we'll think about it. Nameless King, will skins be purely aesthetic, or will they provide something? Like what? I mean, skins by their nature are purely aesthetic, so I'm not sure I understand the question. Nameless King, maybe you can follow up on that. K-Lord, when's the best time to use blacksmith contracts? And if you level up gear, do they lose the extra levels from the blacksmith contracts? No, so if you're using a blacksmith contract, it increases your item levels. It always does that. What the different color of gear does is it increases the base stats. So, you want extra stats or bonuses from equipping skins? No, we're not going to do that, because then we would have to balance around skins as well. It's so unlikely. So anyways, K-Lord, using blacksmith contracts, yeah, you shouldn't have to hesitate to use them. Just pick your favorite champion and/or somebody that you know you will be using a lot of, and just use your contracts, level them up. Mop 314159. What about Wolfgar? What about Wolfgar? Are you wondering if he's coming? I would describe him as coming soon. Royal Gentleman. Possibility for an Artificer Warforged character coming to celebrate Eberron finally being in 5th edition. That's unlikely, because this is the Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, not the Idle Champions of Eberron. Now, that being said, it's not impossible either. But I think the real trick for us, especially when it comes to something like a Warforged character or a Kalashtar or a Shifter or Changeling or something from the Eberron setting, is having a really darn good reason for them being in the Forgotten Realms. I mean, I know you can always work with your DM to come up with any reason why that they're there. They fell through a planar portal or something, but it's important to us that as much as possible we remain grounded in Forgotten Realms. So it's not impossible, but it's also not something that is super likely. How common are the new potions of speed? I don't have an answer for that. I will let Erica sort that out, because I was not here for a week and when they were introduced. Any portals opening to Sigil anytime soon? Unlikely. Cho Pros. Question for gems. Any chance to put more options for gems, like buyout potions limit per week? That's unlikely, and that's more because of the nature of how things can be exploited. We have to, in order to do something like that, we would have to look at other ways of, God, it's such a big design question, and I can't promise anything. Let's just say that we have considered the idea of having gems buy other things, and it's not something we're looking at right now until we can figure out a better way to do it. DK the Friend. When are we getting champions based on the D&D cartoon? I don't have an ETA for anything like that, but I can say that we could add them. Are there any plans to add characters from D&D themed webcomics, such as Handbook of Heroes? How can I put that? Obviously, we've added Binwin Bronzebottom, who was on Ack Inc. and Dice Camera Action now, and on Table Titans and Binwin's Minions. PvP Online, etc. Binwin Bronze Bottom has been around and is, you know, and we added the minions from Binwin's minions to Dragon Down. It's a possibility, Kika, but at the same time, there are a lot of characters in our pipeline, and yeah, it's not something that's impossible, but it's, you know, it's kind of, it's basically it's on an individual basis because we have to do a licensing agreement between us as Codename Entertainment, Idle Champions, and Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons and Dragons, and whomever the creator is, owner of the characters. So those kinds of things take a lot of time and are hard. I can confirm that I don't believe we have any others in the pipeline right now. Odineth, how do I change my formation shape? Each adventure, each campaign, permanent campaign, and event has its own unique shape. So there's no way to change a shape you have in an adventure, at least not currently. Lana Dusk, is it possible to add more synergies for the various teams, like Dritz and the Companions of the Hall? It is totally possible, and it is actually something that we are looking at. But what we don't want to do is make team synergies like Force Grey or Waffle Crew or Companions of the Hall so overwhelmingly potent that nobody considers doing anything else, because we want the, you know, we want the option of choice to be there. What level do the slot 6 items max out at? I don't have that answer. I want to say it's like 400 or 500 if you're an epic, but I don't remember. I'll have to wait for an answer on that one. Can we see your inventory? Sure. There's my inventory. Not a lot in here right now. Just a handful of potions. Yeah. Exciting, isn't it? I got these potions of speed. So do these stack? Oh, God. Well. That's fast. All right, anyways. Oh, I just got a note from Erica. The potions of speed are at the exact same drop rate as other potions. Maltier, why is your game so fast? My game is running fast because I foolishly accepted 2 challenges. One, to use potions of speed, and another to push as far as I can in a formation that doesn't use Hitch or Barrowin. So this is me doing that. We'll see how this goes. But yes, apologies for people who find this distractingly fast. I may have to cancel it early and do something else instead, because this is actually almost bothering me as well. Crab Collage. I know it's a low priority, but a way to mass open chests with no animation but a summary of what is received, as well as a faster way to apply blacksmith contracts. Are they on the horizon? Yes, they're on the horizon, but they are also a low priority. You know, I wouldn't say that it's incredibly common behavior among players to stockpile massive numbers of chests and thus to run into the issue where you have 1,500 silver chests to open, but especially since most of the players who do that tend to be the ones who are scripting out opening chests, which, by the way, scripting is not something that we condone or condemn, so you're free to do it, and there is a scripting channel on the official Idle Champions Discord, which is at discord.gg/idlechampions. So, just got to throw that plug in there as well. Pepcac error. Could you let the DMs you mentioned design an adventure, kind of like they do in golf when they design a new golf course? That's not. That's actually something we have talked about. We'll I'll pass that along because I like the idea. Let's see. I'm not sure I understand this question, Lexinem. Is the Dragonborn the last champion available for free, or it's a chance to get champions in chest? Archon the Cruel, which is our base level slot 12 champion, since Azaka is from late into the Tomb of Annihilation campaign and Zorbu was from an event earlier this year. Archon, you just have to earn enough gold to unlock him, and then you can have him. Now, as I understand it, gear for him will not appear until you have earned enough gold and then unlocked him. But some other factors in the game might automatically do that for you. So that So there's a number of players who would deliberately not unlock them to minimize the number of champions they're getting gear for early on. But I don't know if that's been fixed or changed. What would you think of Matthew Mercer's Victor the Black Powder Merchant as an escort where he randomly helps or hinders the player with his black powder, with most likely changing every 20 seconds or so like most? I'd say that's not impossible, but keep in mind that a lot of Matt Mercer's characters and everything associated with the Critical Role it's Tal'Dorei. It's a campaign setting that is very much not a part of the Forgotten Realms. So in addition to us somehow convincing Critical Role to join our tiny game, since what was the last thing they were doing? They did it was like Pillars of Eternity voiceover and like character portraits and stuff, which is pretty sweet, but we would have to convince them to work with us first, and then I don't know, maybe that's a possibility. But Resist the Wub. Can you say what the next weekend event will be? This coming weekend? I believe it's something tied into our anniversary celebration with a name that is appropriate for it. Let's see. While I was gone, we did Mighty Magic Weekend. And this coming weekend will be Jarlaxle's Band. Let's see. The Bad Patreon. Considering Nintendo's misstep with Smash, is it safe to assume you will be including Waluigi in Idle Champions? Oh man, I couldn't imagine negotiating a deal with a licensing agreement with Nintendo. Could you imagine that? Oh man. Also, Waluigi, really? I'm going to move on from that. Does Azaka count towards Ishii's non-human bonuses, or does it change with her? Azaka is a humanoid because lycanthropes are humanoids, so... yeah. Garwar, any way to remove the victory bounce animation from Azaka's dead body in the procession variants? It's super awkward watching it bounce up and down every level. Hey, that's a good point. Thanks, Garwar. Just making a note there. Zapan28. Question is there golds coming for Arcan after tanking and healing update? So I imagine everybody has noticed that there are quite a few champions who have fewer golden epics than others. Part of that is because, we intend to make changes to them at a core level. So we don't want to dump a bunch of golden epics out there that people have no desire to have. Although, with the recent update to our store, everyone's ability to get golden epics is also going to change. Yeah, Arcan is one of the ones where we want him to be much more awesome and essential, and you want it like when you unlock that slot 12 Arcan tank for him to be super badass, right? So he will be changed, but whether that comes in the champion balance update or the tanking and healing update or both, that's up to Chris. I'm not quite sure where that is right now. Let's see, Anders Pow. Could we have variables for familiar controlled ultimates? Example, use Flame Strike when any champion is below 20%, or if 10 plus enemies in combat. Use Doom. I seriously doubt we will ever do that. Yeah. I mean, right now we just have it so that familiars randomly cast them, and the arguments have been made that we could justifiably have it set to possibly, this is not something that's necessarily coming down the pipeline, but we could possibly assign a familiar to one ultimate slot and cast it on cooldown, so that if somebody wanted to leave their Makos formation at their wall overnight, that it would be, he would just make gold. But we have to be very careful in how we implement things like that for the development of this game, because, yeah, it's... I will let Justin or Chris talk about that further, actually, because I'm not going to bullshit my way out of it. But that brings up red flags as well as being an interesting suggestion. So, Anders Powell, I'll leave that one to our lead designers for one of the next time that one of them is on. Suggestion. For one of a new champion, how about an item which buffs a stat for that character or the group and gets better by advancement of the rarity? Be like a secondary ability. Primary would be like a normal ranked, 1 to 1,000, so it's not a dead slot. That's an interesting idea that I will pass along, but I don't know if it's something that fits in with the current vision for how to update everything. Monthas, will there be other magic items such as wondrous items, wands, scrolls, etc.? I can't spoil anything on that subject. Aerie, is there a new event this week? New champion or return of High Harvesttide? No, the anniversary event is the one that started this week and is running for 7 days. As you can tell from this anniversary menu up here, where we're giving you gifts every day, and that you can earn stuff with. Yeah. Our next event will be event, I want to say 17. And then after that, we'll be through all of our year 1 events and on to year 2 with High Harvesttide 2, which should come, I want to say, either late September or early October. Early October. Baron Stromgard, how did you unlock Azaka with such low Kelemvor favor? Well, first of all, I spent a ton of this favor buying all the new blessings, so I had more than this. But that being said, I followed Silesa's strategy, and on top of it, I used every DPS potion at my disposal, as well as what is it called? There's a DPS upgrade you get from making a purchase, so I was using that for another 300% on top of it, and then I waited and dramatically overleveled all the champions for it to the tune of like E50 gold. So that's how I did it, Baron Stromgard. Can Matthew Mercer be added to Waterdeep somewhere? Not necessarily playable. He seems to be common now. You know, it's funny because I don't know how many people follow Matt Mercer on Twitter, but he saw a picture. He shared a picture that is of I can't remember who drew it right now. Maybe Lauren will be able to find it in chat. But it was a picture of the interior of the Yawning Portal with, I don't know, like 100 famous D&D characters inside it. Everybody from, you know, Mordenkainen to, you know, Elminster to the Waffle Crew to Force Grey to, you know, the Companions of the Hall to, and all these characters, you know, the Xanathar, etc. And then in one corner, sitting there at a table, Matthew Mercer, just sitting there with his, you know, with his Dungeon Master's Guide and like just a smirk on his face. And so Matt Mercer shared that picture over Twitter. It was pretty cool. Now that being said, are we adding Matt Mercer to our game? As far as I'm aware, there are no talks around that. I feel like Matt Mercer might be too big time to talk to us, so I don't know. We'll see. Brad Gregg wants to see my blessings. Yeah, sure. I have all the blessings. I bought them. 1.37 E14 spent on Kelemvor. 1.09 E14 spent on Torm. And then Helm. Whoop, gotta scroll up. There they are. Yeah. That was the first thing I did when I got back from PAX, actually, was boot up my game and buy all the blessings. And then, yeah, I've actually barely had any time to play. I know I technically had yesterday off following the return from PAX, but I slept and did laundry, and I actually had been summoned for jury duty just before I left. Like, I got that letter, and so I responded to that, and, you know, stuff like that. So it's been a whirlwind. I'm still tired. You can still hear how hoarse my voice is. It gets worse when I get closer to the mic. Does maxing out Triss's blessings make him a good DPS? You know, it's a very good question, Bill VR. I haven't tried yet. I am still pretty new at that. Yeah. So yeah, those are my blessings. I have all of them. Oh, excuse me. Stuart Ivy. Give monsters armor against melee, ranged, and magic damage types so that more DPS formations will come into play. Oh, do you know what you just did, Stuart Ivy? Or Stuartiv, if that's how you go by. You just gave Chris and Justin something that could make for some very merciless variants. So thank you. Because as far as I was aware, they weren't planning on doing that, but that's I like it. Oh, there are gonna be people. We'll name it after you in some way, and people can curse you personally on forums and stuff. I like that one a lot. I'm gonna double tag that one. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is really fast, everybody. It's kind of unpleasant to watch. Yeah. Were there any other questions I missed? Did I accidentally skip over any? Let me just double check. I think I did cover them all. Okay. Oh yeah, there's the ones that when Binwin had joined me. Oh, Garwar asked what kind of webcam he was using. So we were using Zoom. I don't know how familiar everyone is with Zoom as a a calling client that does voice chat. But we were using the free version, which means there's a timer on it for a call before it automatically cuts. And so we were getting close to that timer because we had to get everything ready before stream, and we were holding it together with digital duct tape, as I was saying, because we had a really janky way of setting it all up. But long story short, it's a full screen, like either UHD or HD version of Binwin that I was screen capping from the chat client and shrinking down to fit on ours. So it's actually quite a bit smaller than he should be, which is one of the reasons why the lines look so fine. And then the colors being flat, like just the definition of it showed up really well on stream. So, Ali Raza, what is a decent number of points to have at this point in the High Rollers event? So that's funny because that launched just as I was leaving, so I've barely even participated. It really depends on how new your account is. If you are a veteran player who had already completed everything before it came out, you won't have nearly as many points as potentially a new player who had just joined, because they would have been able to get, probably at this point hundreds of points just from doing all the adventures and variants, which everybody else has already done. I want to say that you should be, like, a decent number would be around 100. Keep in mind that it's a 12-week co-promotion, and we're using these. I don't know how close I can get these to the camera and have it still show up properly. But the High Rollers team has, oh yeah, it's not going to be able to focus on it, but iris dice. I guess it's in focus there because my face is in focus, but it's blurry up here. But yeah, it's a D6 with an iris on top. So we have a bunch of these. Yeah, I want to say 100 points is a decent number for right now. Miascal, any ETA on the offline gold fix? Because I cannot leave my PC on during the night. I feel like I miss out on a lot of gold. That's a good point. The last time I checked in on it, it was mostly complete, but they were waiting on something in order to roll it out. So I will follow up and find out, because yes, that's an important fix. Oh, the 250 T-Rex, is he going to go down? Looks like it's going to go down. Oh, that's a fast. Look at that. Yeah. Oh. DS is especially useful there, popping the T-Rex over and over. God, that's quick. All right. Is this formation optional? I don't have a Zaka. I never used Dieth or Caddy, but this seems very odd. It is especially odd. So for anybody who joined after my explanation, I want to say it was Ray Cool who asked if I could do a run with speed potions on stream. As you can see, it's going way too fast. But also to see how far it could get without using either Hitch or Barrowin. So this is the formation I threw together, and it seems to still be progressing quite successfully. I would have thought that it might have slowed down by now, but that doesn't seem to have happened. So it's just going. I don't know. I mean, I was able to complete Tomb of the Nine Gods at 300 in order to unlock Azaka. And I want to say that I was able to get up to like 311 or 315. But that was with over-leveling characters, but also before the Tier 4 blessings. So I guess we will see. I suspect I can make it further now, but without hitch, it'll hurt. So I guess we'll find out. But yeah, Corpse, this is a janky formation because, yeah, I would definitely be using hitch and probably be using Barrowin in order to progress otherwise. Blariol, I've got a question about unlocking Azaka. Currently, it's very difficult to unlock it. Is Sione happy? Not sure it is a good word. It is a good word. About the number of players who unlock her. You know, we ran into this exact same discussion after Dritz came out, because Dritz was a challenging unlock. And a number of the players who unlocked Dritz day one or immediately were either hacking the game or using the since discontinued old fire breath potions that were percentage based and allowed you to get through a lot of things that they shouldn't have been able to. But Dritz stayed at an incredibly low unlock rate for quite a long time. And Azaka, we were comfortable with Azaka coming out at this point because, yes, it was a challenge, but it was actually doable. Maybe not day one because of the time required, but it was actually doable at launch with at the very, very top, like 0.1 or 0.01 or whatever % of players. Since then, we've added new tiers of blessings, and like tier 4 blessings. Never mind the extra. What do you call it? I'm having a brain fart because I'm tired as heck from PAX. The global blessings in the right column, like focus on the core here, and start strong isn't really relevant. But another defending Waterdeep, like between those and these tier 4 blessings, and then there were also additional ones added elsewhere, I think. Characters got a lot stronger, like a lot stronger. So I suspect quite a bit, like, you know, at least a few % of players now will be able to relatively easily unlock Azaka, but it'll definitely be a challenge. And that, yeah. Oh yes, I forgot about weekend buffs, artifacts, and then potions and stuff as well. So we want there to be extremely challenging goals worth working towards. That's why some of these variants are so difficult, and that's why. Oh, looks like I'm slowing down. Did my characters all max level? Yeah. Now I got to do this thing. So the thing I'm doing here is that now we've reached the point where it's time to start over leveling. So Evelyn's in front, so she needs over leveling. And then my 2 DPSs are Azaka and Birdsong. So I just let that ride. Alrighty. 280s, huh? Okay. Copilia, what happens when you get 250 points? I assume this is with the high rollers thing. You just can't get any more, or rewards reset. The next milestone award, the 500 one, is visible. So dice points are not spent claiming bonuses. You're just claiming the bonuses as you go. Ice Flare 42. Can we get these dice? I don't know. Yeah, I will have to get back to you on that one, Ice Flare. I don't know if that's something that can or can't be done. Anders Powell, I just wanted to throw in a thank you for making this game. Got me into D&D that I've been drooling over since I was a kid, and last night I had my 3rd D&D session with my very first group. Can't wait to die so I can use my much better created second character. You know what? I'm glad you said that, Anders Powell, and welcome. And I'm glad you joined the game. Not just Idle Champions, but D&D. Optimized characters are not always the best. I mean, they're fun depending on what kind of thing you're playing, but sometimes it's fun to just roll poorly and have a crappy character for it, because it presents a lot more role-playing opportunity and opportunity for things to be fun and dramatic and so on. So, yeah. Yeah. That being said, creating a character is always my favorite part personally, and I love doing it. So, yeah. Glad you joined, Anders Powell. This is a good channel for you. Pedro Asani, can you tell us where you got to using Hitch Barrowin? So when I got in the office, Chris informed me that that was the gauntlet that had been thrown for my stream. I don't know if that was on Discord, discord.gg/idlechampions, or Reddit, or where that came up. It might have been in his Q&A. El Sandman, will you consider increasing the music speed to match the buff speed? Heck no. There is no way in the 9 hells we're going to do that. How do I work towards Azaka when all I lack is DPS and there's no non-RNG/money way to steadily work towards more DPS? Over-leveling. You can over-level. That's a thing you can do. Somebody was saying earlier, like, how could you possibly top having an animated Binwin on stream with having Satine as a guest? And I guess the way to do that is to have her here. So welcome.
How do I get in
Yeah. You just sit down and slide your chair over. Put on some headphones.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear me. What?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Where am I looking? I'll just look at you, and then it's not weird.
Yeah. No, it's totally fine. This is the one that we're using.
Hi.
Because this one just looks right at me, like right at me. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, but the one and only Satine Phoenix.
That's me.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm like a cartoon. I can pretend.
Yeah. Don't you just want to be a guest on that show now as a cartoon?
Yeah,
Yes.
actually.
So fun.
I like that science. It's good science. Cartoon science.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the best science, one might say. Looks like my character's dying.
Oh my god, this is moving so fast.
Right? It's disorienting. It looks like it might still be able to progress, but...
Oh,
Oh, no,
they're
no,
gonna
no.
take you over. You've
There's my
been
wife.
stampeded.
298. All right. That's enough of that nonsense. Good lord.
When that happens to me, I get a fear in my chest.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, because I
What
like...
kind of fear? Like an Eric tackling you from behind in a darkened street fear?
No, that's
or just-
surprise. That's a very specific fear that I actually enjoy. Now, this one's like I like my bad guys to be a certain distance away from my my characters.
Yeah.
And also, one of the things I notice, like if I'm watching, like you don't clean up the gold on your floor. I have to clean up my floor, and so if I'm looking at the screen and I'm capable, I have to clean the ground.
That's fair. When I actively play, I do, but when I'm on stream, I can't because I can't
that's true.
multitask quite on that level. So it's just one of those things that I stop doing.
I'm surprised you can talk and do this at the same time because I feel like a little robot person right now. Like, or cat person. I'm more of a cat person than a robot person right now. Shiny things, blinking objects. There's a lot of gold happening. There's a lot of bad guys dying.
So I don't pick stuff up on stream. I assign familiars to all the leveling slots, which is a total hack and kind of.
I have not gotten that far yet.
Yeah, I just let it roll. It's
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cheating.
Is it?
But it's doing it for me. So, yeah.
Nice. See, look at that nice clean ground you have there. I approve.
I'll keep doing it. I'll keep picking them up just for you. If anybody has any questions for Satine, just send them our way. Somebody asked me what my favorite D&D race and/or class combo is, but I'll let you answer that first because I need to think about it for a moment, so I can put you on the spot instead.
I'm actually learning well, I've been playing a rogue and also wizard and also bard, like a bunch of different, mostly elves. Actually, always elves, or Kalishtar if you're into Eberron. But yeah, I like that a lot. But lately, I've been exploring and trying to understand the players at my table and the characters that they play. So I'm playing stuff like that. Now, barbarians are the ones that are like really, really exciting to me right now, and
So
raging and
partially
everything.
cut off the screen.
Can I do that?
Better to cut me off than you.
No, we're in this together. Actually, we would sit closer, except for there's a lot of armchair.
Yeah, that's why I
arms here.
folded this thing in. Yeah.
Okay. Da 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 da. Yeah. So I'm playing this barbarian right now that's actually really fun. She's like the opposite of Satine. Satine is really nice and fun and likes everyone to get along, and it really is polite. This she's a cannibal.
What?
Yeah, she's a cannibal and believes that if you eat your enemies, you will absorb their powers. And she's a shifter. She's a shifter, so it's not
Would you
weird.
happen to be using the Red Reaver subclass that you guys created for that book?
No, I
okay.
should. I should check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not, but I really like this character, and she runs really fast and is really mean. She's Salome, barbarian queen of the jungle. So I'm exploring her with her a bit, and also I made a Celestial Pact warlock as a warrior of light.
Okay.
Yeah, so I asked a question on Twitter, and I was like, "Hey, how would you build a warrior of light?"
And they went with warlock.
A couple people said Celestial Pact warlock, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in.
I've never tried one. I've tried
delicious.
warlock, but not Celestial Pact.
It's actually really cool.
Huh. Okay. Interesting. I'm curious. I suppose I should answer the question too.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I am absolutely loving my Warforged Tempest Cleric. It's just a 8-foot tall wall that shoots lightning at things. That's basically all it is.
What does he sound like?
I don't do a lot of acting, but I imagine the voice to be like deep to the point of creepy and like a little bit metallic sounding. So, yeah, and just like basically speaking in all caps.
Just loud?
Yeah. Just sort of like stand aside, but like deeper, something like that.
That was really cool.
Yeah. I've only been playing it actually for this the Adventures League games we've been playing at lunch here, which I had to bail on to go to PAX. So I told Nick, our DM, for that. So I'm like, he just says I remember and then just leaves and just walked off. And they're like, what? Like, in the middle of an adventure? I'm like, yeah, that's what he does. But yeah, loving that combo. Yeah.
Yay, Eberron.
Out of the 3 that I'm playing, one of the other ones is also a cleric. Actually, it's an Azamar Death Domain cleric.
Ooh.
Which is a really fun domain to play. But I like the Tempest one more. Because
the raw power of Warforged.
No, that AC sure is nice. No, it's the channel divinity to max your damage for a lightning or thunder thing.
Oh my lord!
It's so satisfying. Even if you only get to do it like once a day or something.
Yeah.
It's like all the enemies are close. It's like I blow them up.
That's like all the dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those who like rolling all their dice, it's a great way to roll all the dice. A couple people want to know who your favorite champion or idol champion in the game is.
Well, I really like this one.
Oh, Celeste?
I like Celeste. First of all, it's my favorite name. And also, she protects everybody. Yeah.
Did you meet
really
the Celeste
simple.
at PAX that was at the Neverwinter booth?
No.
Oh, there was a Celeste at PAX. Dressed, yeah.
Oh my god.
I think we might have shared a picture. I know I took a selfie with her when she came by our booth. But
That's awesome.
But she's one of the devs for, I want to say Neverwinter.
Wait a minute. Did I actually? Maybe I did. There's a lot of people. There's a lot happening that weekend. That was only a couple of days ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it only ended like on Monday. But yeah, it's just a whirlwind of just things happening. Yeah, stuff and things. Yeah, because you had a number of panels, didn't you?
I actually.
You had at least one.
I had one. It was
Eric
on
went
D&D
while I was
and
at the
mental
booth.
health. Yeah, that was actually really cool about identity in Dungeons and Dragons and how to explore yourself by playing these characters. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
But really, I just followed around all of our D&D folks. It was my vacation con.
Yeah.
Where I didn't have to really do much except for make it to certain locations.
Not as much work. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice. I got to just hang out and talk with people.
Cool.
It's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. So aside from Eric scaring you to death, what was your highlight at PAX this year?
I like that we're not going to talk about what actually happened and just Eric put the fear into me. My reality.
There was a part of my brain where I looked over and I'm like, only Rudy has noticed that he's coming. And like, maybe this isn't a great idea. Yeah, but it was funny.
Or the delayed scream. That was really good. I was like, processing. I still have no idea who this is. It's not working.
Yeah, and the best part was Alex had no idea who he was either. So he's just like, this horrified look. And it's like, wait a minute.
We actually decided not to cross the street the other way because it was too dark and it might be a little shady.
Yeah, not a lot of street lamps on that street, as it turns out. Yeah.
Actually, my favorite part was walking around to my friends' booths and just hanging out. It's like I said, it was a vacation convention. So just getting time not to, like, just seeing you guys and spending more than a minute. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a very...
Stream of Many Eyes was fast.
Yeah, and we go to all these conventions and we see each other and it's like, I really want to spend more than 1 minute with you, but I have a lot to do. Yeah. So this was my catching up with everyone convention.
Yeah. My immediate thought following Stream of Many Eyes, actually, and Lauren and I were talking about this at PAX, was it's like the one thing it seemed to be missing was a space for us just to hang out, and if we wanted to play some D&D. Yeah. Because everything else was so packed. There wasn't anywhere you could go and just sit at a table and do it. You could sit in the yawning portal, but it was too busy to play D&D.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's true.
So I'm hoping they do that next time. Not just for all the cool famous people. Or if I'm going to be talked to during a live role play, that they would tell me in advance that somebody's going to do that, instead of telling me that they're not going to talk to me, so that I have something to say. When Mark Holmes came over, he's like, what do you guys think about whatever, like trying to draw us into the off the table game? And Clive and I just kind of look at him like, they told us we weren't going to speak. So I have no idea what you guys are playing. Like, I can't quite hear you.
Because some of the NPCs were given instructions and some weren't. I got to tell you, I love that off-the-table game so much. Yeah? It was exhilarating, and it was a level of gameplay that I haven't had except for once with Ivan Van Norman for Dread. But I love Dungeons & Dragons. I've been obsessed with Dungeons & Dragons for 30 years. Yeah. So this was my perfect happy place. I mean, I was literally floating on clouds, actual real clouds, hovering for 4 days.
Yeah. It looked like you were having fun.
It was. It was really great.
Yeah. Anyways, Ivan actually apologized after. He's like, I'm sorry I didn't give you guys anything to say. I didn't know they were going to do that. I'm like, I was just, my brain was not thinking that I had to talk, so I was just like, huh?
I want more NPCs. I want more people to talk to. It was really cool.
Yeah. It was good for everybody else, though, because they saw it happen, realized that they might have to talk, and by the time everybody went to the Roll20 booth, they had all this stuff to say. So I was like, at least that was good. It was a good sacrificial lamb.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just want to clean up your money.
Oh, you know what? I probably have enough familiars that I can drop a few down, and they can keep it clear.
Oh, cool.
Fairy dragon?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna...
So when I fell in, when this game finally really clicked, I wrote Eric and I was like, I require chess. And I gave him a little emoticon knife. I'm like, give me the chess.
I got chess. I got chess for days.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a spreadsheet with hundreds of DLC codes for everything possible.
Where did Satine go? I think she's playing an idle game actively.
Justin P. Sluter would like to know how you're doing.
I'm doing really, really well. This is my first time in Victoria. I love it.
You've never been here before.
There's so many trees. I love all the trees here.
Yeah.
Much like these beautiful glowing trees that we have in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you're here until tomorrow?
Yeah, then I go to Level Eater in Portland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what you can do in that amount of time. Because I think I tweeted that you could sleep on the flight or something.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah, well, we're glad you're here.
Thanks,
it's fun.
It's good to be here. Well, I like to see all the behind-the-scenes things, and I've got to meet all the people who make this game, and I am a full nerd about this. Meeting the artists that make this, that's so cool.
Did you get to meet Alexis and see the first sketch of Something Special?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Oh, okay, that'll be after the stream. That'll be fun. Tea Time with Toby wants to know if you tried playing a monk.
In the real life, in the real life in a role-playing game. Yes, I have. And That is my Datan Khan character from One Grung Above that Chris Lindsay dungeon mastered, and that was actually, I think, earlier this year or the end of last year. I can't really remember.
One Grung Above.
Yeah, we played Grung.
You gonna do more?
Yes. When? I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
But I loved that character. So I played an orange Grung who wanted to level up to gold Grung. And she's the boss. And she's like this little frog, and she stands like this. And she's very proud. And it's really funny because Rudy's my best friend, and he was a green Grung, and I'm an orange Grung, so we don't talk. So Lauren Obo Crazy is a purple Grung, so we all talked through her. It was
that's hilarious.
Chaos. But I really like the monk. I like the key points. Made me feel like a badass.
Yeah. Which subclass of monk was it in that?
I don't remember.
Drunken Master, Way of the Fist?
No,
punching?
that was actually my mentor. That was Sig Neutron.
Okay.
Yeah. What were the other ones? I don't know them off the top of my head.
I don't know. I don't play monk.
Yeah, I don't actually. It's
funny
funny because a lot of people know all the classes, all the sub races by heart, or subclasses by heart. I don't. I have D&D Beyond. I just look it up on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was okay. So my other favorite part of the convention was Jeremy Crawford was on a panel.
Oh.
And it was a Dungeon Master Tips panel.
Oh, cool.
Super cool. And my favorite thing was him admitting he doesn't memorize everything, but he's really good at referencing. So he knows where to go to look for it. And so he can do that very fast.
He's got some sort of categorizing brain where he can just...
Or tabs in his book. I don't know.
That's true. Somebody shared on Twitter, I think it was like a week or two ago, they had their DM guide, and it had like 100 tabs in it, and they were like all different colors for different types of things they looked up, and it's just like those old school encyclopedias. It was like that, but it was their Dungeon Master's guide. It was impressive. Like,
that's cool.
Yeah, it definitely, like, part of me was like, I would buy that one off you for twice the price of a normal one, because that's easier than doing that. Yeah, it was pretty unreal.
Yeah, it's really nice because a lot of times you feel pressure that you have to memorize everything. And I actually cannot memorize everything. I have brain damage, so I am like, some days I'm really good. Some other days I'm like, I like the color pink.
Yeah.
So, being able to reference things fast is good. Matt Koval also says his players are at the table, and sometimes they have all these spells, and he's like, well, you better have your spell ready because I don't know what you can do, and I'm not going to memorize it. That's not my job. It's your job.
Yeah.
Made me feel good.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those things I notice both as a player and as a DM, how much it can slow down the pace of the game if somebody has disengaged because they're on their phone or they got a call or something, for some reason to be distracted, and it comes around to them and they don't know what they're going to do. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, how are you not thinking about what you're going to do the whole time that it's going around, waiting to go?
Yeah, I mean, you don't even need to wait and plan. As long as you're listening to everyone around you, it's easy to figure out what you're going to do next if you're reacting to the person next to you. You're like, because if you fixate on your paper, I actually did this recently. I was a jerk. I was distracted because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. And then, I don't know, maybe like my dog was running around. It was like an online game.
Yeah.
And there was a situation happening where they actually talked down the person to not fight us.
Oh.
But I was distracted. So I'm like,
I see where
okay.
this is going, I think.
I picked what I wanted to do. But because I was distracted, I realized as it came out of my mouth, I should not be doing this. But I kept going, and then I did it, and they all looked at me like, you're a jerk. I felt like the biggest jerk.
No, you know what? It's totally okay, though, because that's why everybody loved Binwin on Ack Inc., right?
Yeah.
Because they're like, no. He's like, I'm going to charge through that door.
Yeah.
Or through the stream, apparently. Oh, man. I'm so glad that worked.
Cartoon science.
Yeah. I was pretty sure it wasn't going to, so yeah, I'm glad that worked.
It looked great.
Hypothetical question here. This is a dangerous one to ask and answer, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Which of your characters would you personally like to be an idol champion? And if so, what would their abilities be? That's an easy one, right?
Yeah, the character I made when I was 12.
Oh, okay. Tell me about them.
Yeah. You saw her.
Oh, the one at Stream of Many Eyes.
Yeah,
with
she got that
dress.
red hair. And the dress. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the dress.
Yeah, I found it on Amazon.
Oh,
and
really?
I think it's like a Bulgarian wedding dress or something. It was really random.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, she's a bard wizard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Get on
I
that,
like it.
Justin or Chris. Somebody wants to know if you're going to do a lore series on YouTube about the Forgotten Realms because they would like that.
Well, I believe Chris Perkins actually does something called Lore You Know, and I think it's on Dragon Talk weekly. Yeah, so you can go to there. I'm actually learning the Forgotten Realms. I've been doing homebrew my whole life, and then in 2008 I met Keith Baker, and so I've been madly in love with Eberron. And in the last couple years, since Dungeons and Dragons said that I get to hang out with them,
Yeah.
I've been learning it. And I actually started really learning it through Chult and the Sword Coast. So I'm kind of going up through there. And in Sirens of the Realms, my all-girl bard band live stream show, I actually am exploring the world through dungeon mastering for the girls.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, what's the Sword Coast? I can just have them go from Chult up to Waterdeep, or I can actually take them up through and then go to Candlekeep, and then Baldur's Gate or whatever order that is. I don't know it right now. I've not taken my brain pills today. I got too excited when I landed.
No,
but,
that's good.
Yeah, so I'm learning about that, and then from there, wherever it goes next, obviously. Waterdeep Dragon Heist is coming out tomorrow.
Is it that
Super
close?
exciting. That is.
Is it tomorrow in stores or tomorrow on D&D Beyond?
Okay, it's tomorrow in stores. D&D Beyond, I believe, is the 18th, but I will look that up because I should know this by heart, but I don't.
While you're looking that up, there's something really cool that happened while we were at PAX. So we have a fan of our game named Jaggernaut, I think it's Jaggernaut, who posts pictures both to Twitter and to the Discord of champions that they've done.
Oh, cool.
And so in honor of our anniversary, they did this.
Oh, that's awesome.
How cool is that, right?
That is really cool.
Yeah, so it's the 1-year anniversary of Vital Champions. It's even got the drunken bird in the corner.
Upside down.
Because when we first rolled out our new distractions, they were all upside down and doing weird shit.
Okay, what do we see in here? We see Mimic. We see Boo giving
a rose to Celeste with Minsk holding her hand. The fairy dragon on his head. Jarlaxle in a party hat. Leaning on Brunner. Naeli Goldflower holding some balloons.
That's so cool.
With Calliope right beside her.
I like Calliope. She's super cool.
Yeah. Does she have both her eyes in that picture? Oh, she does. Calliope pre-eye injury.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, I thought that was really cool. We really wanted to highlight that on stream. Thanks, Jaggernaut. And you can check out more of their art at deviantart.com/Jaggernaut. There's the other Idle Champions images they've done and some other stuff. So Ooh, whoops about the eye. I can't remember which one of the two eyes that Calliope is missing. It's the one behind their thumb, so easy fix.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just thought I would highlight that. Thank you. That's awesome. I remember when it was posted, Eric excitedly ran over to us at the booth and was like, "Check this out!" Nice work. Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
I did a lot of posting. Where is this? Oh, I shall find it, and I shall find it soon.
What's this?
Do you have science on there? Are you sciencing? There we go. Good. September 18th. I was right.
Hardcover 18th. So that probably means D&D Beyond tomorrow. Because they usually release it a week early, don't they?
So, as far as I know, it's in game stores.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Oh, like
that's all I've been told.
The hobby stores?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they do a special cover of this one too? I didn't see one, but
I do not have these facts ready for this. I am the worst.
Aren't you the community manager? Damn it, Satine.
I failed. I have failed you all.
Yeah, 18th of September. That's close though.
Yeah.
As somebody who has had a peek, what do you like about the book?
Okay, I don't know what everyone knows about it, but there is a map in the book. There's also a super sweet NPC list that's like, whew.
Yeah.
And there is a spoiler in it that Matt Mercer already posted, but Matt Mercer is in it as a character.
Yeah, he's in the he's in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the way this is written. It's how do I say it without spoiling anything? Basically, there's such a variety of ways to play.
Yeah.
And there's not one specific format to play it in.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, have you read it yet? Do you know? Okay, so you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what do we say?
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like we can say anything that Chris Perkins already said on D&D Beyond.
Oh, yeah.
Which is that there are 4 villains.
Okay, cool. And they coincide
awesome.
with... Did I say what they coincide with?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Just that there are 4, and then like he talked a bit about them and their backstories. And then obviously he cosplayed DM'd as Jarlaxle at
yeah, that was pretty amazing. I'm really excited to
I was more
see
impressed
it
by
play.
his singing.
That was really cool.
That was so amazing.
I'm really excited about how the webs, the social webs you can weave, and by taking multiple paths. Not spoilers.
Yeah. I will be DMing 3 different campaigns of this setting by the end of this year.
Nice.
And I already know how radically different they're going to be, while still at a base level, still being part of the same book. So I'm excited about it. It doesn't feel like there's one linear path to take everything.
No.
So.
And the environment, like really playing with the environment. With Tomb of Annihilation, I loved making the jungle come to life.
Yeah.
And making it a treacherous thing. But in Waterdeep, I really enjoy the different areas and also the different ways you can manipulate the areas based on the villains. If you get what I'm throwing down.
I do. We're speaking in code, but this is good. Lauren says that Dragon Heist is tomorrow on D&D Beyond, so.
Yay!
1 week early on D&D Beyond, and then next week on
then
next
that's
week
real. So it should say, when I post it later today, when things come out for the game stores, it's also available on D&D Beyond. Thanks, Lauren.
Leance22T says, Satine, your hair is cool.
Thank you. It's a galaxy upon my head.
Now, not knowing anything about getting hair done like that, how long does that take?
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah.
It's like 4 or 5 hours.
Wow. This is probably a 15
Jaggernaut.
Jaggernaut. Okay.
Like Juggernaut.
Jaggernaut. Well, thank you, Jaggernaut. That was a cool picture. I'm just going to show that picture again.
Yeah.
Yeah, switch over to that. It's awesome. Just awesome. Yeah, so if anybody else has some cool fan art, because we're not as popular as Critical Role, we don't get 4,000 pieces a week that we have to curate. But yeah, send it our way. We love it. This is cool. It really is a highlight for us every time we get to see that.
Yeah, I mean, we're all doing this because we love, games. The fact that other people like our games is pretty magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because I think about like my strongest memories gaming, and more of them are from D&D than from other games, even though I played way more of other games. Way too much PC gaming and other console gaming and stuff. And like, I have strong memories of, a specific group of friends on a specific night for whatever reason. Cool. But tons of memories from D&D because you just like your brain files it away and thinks about it in a completely different way. It's really cool.
Well, it's like going camping with your friends. When you're on that mountaintop and
it's
snowing. A little less
booze when I'm playing D&D than camping, but yeah.
I'm in the mountain and it's snowing and you're holding on for dear life and you can't breathe and you've lost half of your pack because of the terrain. Like, you feel like you've done that with your friends. You lose someone like that, it's intense.
Yeah.
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 I love Dungeons and Dragons.
Somebody wants to know which champion would look best with a Burt Reynolds mustache.
Jarlax.
Yeah.
Done.
That's an easy one. No, yeah. There could have been discussion there, but no, that's correct. Should Dylan get his hair done like Satine? My hair's pretty short.
Oh no, this could totally work.
Oh, pink on top.
Yeah, like that. And then you just, actually the tips, you would do pink, and then you'd have the purple, blue, raspberry fade to the roots. That's how I would do your hair.
So my hair
Or backwards.
may look black, but it is very red. So once in my life, I've tried to bleach it, and it went red. Like, did not get anywhere near blonde. Like, not even close. So I couldn't imagine the amount of product it would take in order to really significantly change the color.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff happening here.
Yeah.
And it does not always feel good.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, rip Burt Reynolds. Oh yeah, somebody said that. Burt Reynolds passed away today.
Man, that was a handsome man. He made a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And lots of them were good.
I liked a lot of them.
Yeah.
Especially in, he was in Archer.
He was in
TV
Archer?
show. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think he was. Or at least they had a character like his.
I didn't realize.
Please correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
but I'm fairly certain there was like a love thing with Archer's mom.
I'm just gonna IMDb him on the side here right now because I don't know. I mean, he's been active for a long time.
Just type in Burt Reynolds, Archer.
No, it's more that while we're streaming our internet pipeline here in the office, I had to tell everybody, I'm like, you guys have got to turn off your YouTube shows and stuff because we're streaming. Because yeah. Anyways, I don't see. Oh, these are. Oh wait.
Archer, see, look down here. Archer.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
No, he played himself.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that he played himself. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Huh. Cool. Oh yeah. No, people are like, yes, he was in it. He was in it. This guy used to bleach and dye his goatee. Can confirm it's a pain, especially when it's right below your nose. Those
Oh
fumes.
man.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's not fun.
That sounds just unpleasant in general.
Yeah. Oh my god, you were so close to the boss. This is my favorite part. It's when you get really close to the boss, and then that's when my panic happens. So basically, right where your familiars are, if they get closer than that, that's when I freak out.
Oh, so when they start getting close, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you use Strix,
I've not made it that far.
okay, because her her smell makes enemies take more damage the closer they get. So when they're like right here is when they take the most damage. So you want them to get a little closer.
That's fun. I like that.
Whereas this guy does more damage. Zorbu, sorry, I'm pointing at the screen. The guy in the middle, he does more damage, or his debuff works the further away they are, I think. So
Oh, cool.
yeah. Yeah, and you can learn all these things on Binwin Plays starting next Tuesday.
Yay! Congratulations.
Which
That's
should
so
be interesting.
exciting.
Yeah, I'm sure Mike Merles was totally hoping to have the cartoon form of Binwin Bronze Bottom open for him every week for his design stream.
That's really cool.
It's going to be fun, yeah. And I won't spoil it, but we've talked a lot with Scott and Corey at Table Titans Toonhounds about who could be guests, and they already know everybody. They know everybody.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and they may also, like, the guests may also be cartoons, so you never know who's going to be on that show. Yeah. I was chatting with Corey about it, and, like, I watched him just text somebody who's quite famous, and they're like, yeah, sure. So we'll see. I doubt that'll be for the first episode.
So I can text Corey and go, Corey.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I want to be on the thing.
Yeah, yeah. And then you could have a version just like that Binwin.
But with rainbow hair. And
Rainbow
and a
hair.
rainbow mustache.
Yeah, and no
Galaxy
bird hitting you in the
Binwin.
head. Galaxy Binwin. Yeah. But yeah, I love it. The first time I saw that animation, I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's surprising.
He's getting angry and on fire, and like when he's like happy and the hearts are on his cheeks, and yeah, it's wonderful.
It makes me want to go and play with that program on
Yeah.
my computer.
Yeah, yeah. Adobe Creative Suite.
Yeah, I've got the whole thing.
Then you already have it.
I have not been using this. I'm wasting my money.
I don't think it shows up in the whatever the base.
Yeah, I have to go in.
You have to
through
look
and then
for it.
download it.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea.
But it's there. It's there. It's so cool. Yeah, the next season of Sirens of the Realms could be totally different. No, I'm kidding. Why would everybody always dresses up so well? It's
I was like,
the
well,
best
they are cartoons.
Yeah, it's the best looking show and
Aw,
slash
thanks.
cast, I think. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, we're just a bunch of girls who really, really like dressing up.
It seems like you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't I don't think there's anybody who doesn't like dressing up in that group.
Yeah, I mean, even Jason Charles Miller, who's our honorary siren, he dresses up.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has this really cool leather, like, tunic situation, and he's got that really long beard, and we were using lav mics.
Yeah.
And between all the bosoms and the beards, it got a little crazy, so now we've got shotgun mics, and we sound awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. And it looked like you guys were having lots of fun at the stream, many eyes as well.
It's a dream come true for a dungeon master to watch their players, A, get along, and B, work together.
Yeah.
They worked together and they made music.
Yeah.
And that is, I remember when I first came up with Sirens of the Realms, I was getting into a car. I don't know where I was coming from, or maybe I was on a road trip with Rudy, and I just sat down and I was like, all-girl bard band, all-girl bard band. And they're going to play music. In front of people, and also we're gonna have fun on stream. It's gonna be great. And he's like, "Yeah, that's good. Do that." Yeah,
they even have a raffle song.
Yeah, and one day we'll actually put it together so all the different songs we sing match up.
No, they don't need to match up.
It's called charm, kid.
Yeah. Improvise away. Which is, I mean, one of my friends is an improviser. He's like, believe it or not, life is improvised. And he just kind of like, he paused for a second. And I was like, that's annoyingly clever.
No.
But yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know if this is the normal weekly stream. I want to stay informed. It is, yes. We're more shooting the shit now than we have been talking about the game. So maybe we should spoil some stuff about the game. What can I spoil?
Because I'm learning too, remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to open this tab here and be like, yo, what can I spoil? Okay, apparently not that one. Which is to say that we can talk about that. Just
can
not
we?
That. Yeah. Yeah. It's just
I can't do it. You'd have to do
the
it.
release date is still not set.
I can't do it.
You know, it's funny. People at the booth, anybody who came up and asked me any question about the game, I just answer. Because I'm like, you don't have it written down. It's not me on stream. You can't clip it or anything like that. So it's like, it's unverified. You heard somebody. Not necessarily from somebody who does know. So let's see, what's happening? We have an event and a champion coming next week that I will spoil at the very end of the stream. We have a number of characters coming this year. One of whom people have been asking about for months now. And now that we've actually been able to catch up with Nate Sharp and talk to him, yes, Polton Seppa will be joining the game.
Yay!
But not soon, because he's still busy and touring. And
Yeah, he's a busy guy.
yeah, I remember, because we kind of like, we contacted Holly, and it was easy to get in touch with her, and we worked everything out, and then we contacted Anna, and it was pretty easy to get in touch with her, and then Jared was busier and was on vacation or something for part of it, and then Nate's touring. It's like, so before we talked to Nate, Anna was like, have you talked to him yet? And we're like, oh no, and she's like, good luck. And yeah, sure enough, it took quite a while. So the other three characters were all in the game before we got in touch with them.
Oh, that's funny.
But it's gonna happen, just not until probably winter. Yeah, it'll be a bit.
It's called anticipation.
Yeah, plus, we can't add too many bards too quickly because Deacon buffs bards and buffs the party based on bards. So if we added the lots of bards, it would be the all bard party all the time, which is every DM's nightmare because they can do anything.
Yeah, I actually have all my girls multi-class.
Yeah.
So you've got the, your druid bard, your wizard bard, warlock bard, and some of them are more bard. Some of them are more wizard, or vice versa, whatever. I do have one complete bard.
Yeah.
Yeah, College of Swords. She's a belly dancer.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That's a good choice.
Yeah. This Girasol, played by Cynthia Murray.
And let's see. Oh, yeah. Would you like to talk about your character coming to the game?
Yeah! No, you talk about it. No, I talk about it. I mean, we were kind of trying to be coy about it, but I guess we're not really being coy about it anymore.
Well,
Are
we
being
just
coy about it?
yeah.
Redhead.
Yeah.
Big ears.
No, I have to spoil more stuff because while I was gone for a week, Chris did the stream and he like slipped up and like kept spoiling characters that were coming and like other like left the window open so people could see DLC that was coming and all this other stuff. Yeah,
It's
my
so
turn to spoil
hard
things.
not to spoil things.
Yeah.
It's really hard because I'm so excited.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. I still can't say it out loud yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's her name?
Vlanya Umvara. That's
Yeah.
how you pronounce it, by the way.
Yeah.
It's spelled completely differently.
Yeah. I saw your spelling, and I was like,
Has
nope,
a phonetic.
I'm not gonna try that.
I sent it with the name and the phonetic pronunciation.
I only caught the name. That's hilarious.
I was 12. I was very creative.
Yeah. Yeah. You're reading the Silmarillion, and you're like, oh, I could do an elven name. Like, check
Yeah.
this out. Yeah.
Eladrin, she's very old, but not as old as Maud's character in Sirens of the Realms. No, wait, is she older? I can't remember. I'm too excited right now. But yeah, so she is. She got she's getting a facelift, a 5th edition facelift. So I made her in like
3.5?
1992.
Oh, so AD&D seconders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that will be the spoil. That we won't spoil that part.
Yeah. Yeah, she is, she's coming.
Yeah, a lot of red, of red hair.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
Inserted into the pipeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only got to see Alexis's first sketch of her this morning.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I was actually really impressed with the likeness. It's good. Yeah.
Look at this. Is it like this?
It's well, you know what it was is we were very lucky to have Tyliner send us the photos from Stream of Many Eyes.
Oh, very cool.
So we had a good 100 reference photos.
Oh my god.
To use. So when Alexis is like, "What did she look like?" I'm like, "Here's a folder.
Boing, boing.
Yeah, here's a folder. Here's the promo shot. Here's all these other ones. Like, here it is in all these different lights." I'm like, and I said, I think I sent one. I'm like, and this is one of the only photos that's like white balanced, so you can see what color it actually is.
Yeah.
So
reference. Yeah, very exciting. Very excited. My brain is scrambled about it. Yeah. Like, how do you? I'm going to Victoria just to hang out.
yeah, and also be in a video game. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty fun.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
So thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
yeah,
Yeah, cat's out of the bag.
yeah. The cat's on the other side of the wall. But yeah, will she have Satine's squee power?
There it is. That's me, little Satine. Little Satine squee power.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. Cool.
Yeah, it's a Mazarkana one.
Ah, I never have chat open when I.
Oh, yeah.
Because I tend to listen to shows.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Let's see. When adding Sirens to the Realms for an all bard party. That's a lot of bards.
Yeah, it's a lot of bards.
Let's say hypothetically that happened, and I'm not confirming or denying anything. We would have to stagger that out. That's a lot of bards.
Yeah. Well, like, the question is, you guys don't have multi-classes, so that's like a whole,
We have one.
thing.
We have one multi-class. Yes.
Oh, really?
God, which one is it? I can't remember. I want to say Ishii. I think Ishii is the only one that is multi-classed. Yeah, fighter rogue.
Little kobold.
But I don't think...
complicated.
Because, like, Binwin would be a barbarian fighter, but I don't think there's actually even room in the UI currently for that, so...
It's complicated, you know?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
get there. We'll get there. But yeah, we need a whole brand new multi-classing UI just to do that. So, yeah, that's
I
exciting.
cannot confirm nor deny anything.
Yeah,
Will she have Satine squee power?
yeah.
I don't know. Oh, Vlanya. Giant dwarf. Vlanya. Umvara. I like her because she's like the sexy elven Jessica Rabbit that
Yeah.
I dreamed about being when I was young. I was like, that's who I looked up to.
Yeah.
was like cartoon characters.
Hey, cartoon characters are great.
Yeah.
And maybe you can get a cartoon version to be a guest star on a stream.
Oh, that'd be so
That'd be
cute.
fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure Tavis has time to draw that and get that puppet set up for you.
I'm sure it's super easy.
Yeah, yeah. Kat was totally unimpressed with my pun, but that's okay.
Well, what I really liked about Jessica Rabbit was, even though she played coy, she had that little voice. There was a strength in her. There was a confidence in her.
She knew what she was doing. She was the one taking care of Roger Rabbit.
That's right.
Yeah, he was the one who had no clue what was going on.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, that's a pretty cool bit of news. What else?
We're almost there.
What else can we talk about? Yeah. 94.
We have a lot of things coming up.
It's true. The anniversary celebration runs until next week. The next event that I don't know, have we spoiled the name of the event yet? Chris probably spoiled it last week, but I don't know if we did. I bet I could scroll up here and it'll say.
There's a lot happening on your screens. It's very exciting.
I know, but it's easy to get distracted. This is why I suck at the game when I'm on stream.
Oh, we're there. It's the bad guy's time. Turn.
Oh, yeah. Which
Okay.
one? I think, is this one the succubus? Yeah.
I want to see the succubus. I'm very excited about her.
Oh,
That
she
was
took a dagger to the
fast.
chest and she died.
Ooh,
Yeah, Hitch killed her real quick.
nice. Well done, guys. Look how they're so excited, just jumping around.
Yeah. Somebody pointed out in stream earlier that when you're doing the Azaka's procession missions, where like Azaka's body is sitting on a thing and you're like taking her through the dungeon, when you kill a boss, the body hops along with everybody else. I was like, oh, that's not right. So hopefully we get that fixed. Yeah.
Oh, there it goes, speeding up.
Yeah. So we're getting. I usually start to wrap things up around now. Oh, he did spoil Bright Swords in the Q&A. Thanks, Erica. So yes, the next event starts next week and is the last year one event, and it is Bright Swords, and it brings our next champion, whom I will spoil at the end of the show. So do you have any shout-outs, things coming up, things you want to talk about?
Yeah, Waterdeep Dragon Heist is in game stores and on D&D Beyond tomorrow. It's very exciting. It's levels 1 through 5, and it's different than anything else D&D's done before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
I have to say that from my limited amount of knowledge on it, which is to say I've read the book but have no insight into how it was put together, the emphasis on antagonists is awesome. Because like it is not always easy to craft an antagonist for a campaign, especially one that your characters actually want to defeat.
Yeah.
You know, like there's something tied into, I don't know, like personal motivation or a reason that they hate them or whatever it is. But the antagonists for this book are awesome antagonists, and with a rich setting you can create as many more as you want, really, pretty easily because the tools are there. But yeah,
It's like getting lost in New York, right? There's a crazy underground, above ground political system crossover, and then you have all the things. And what I really like is they give you details of Waterdeep and also give you room to make up your own stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that's coming out. There's a bunch of other things. Dungeons and Dragons has a new card game that just got announced.
I just saw a picture of that.
Yeah.
I've already forgotten what it's called, but it had a really nice piece of art on it.
It's very cool. Dungeon Mayhem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super cute. Look at these cartoons.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun?
It is fun. I like how we're looking at it, but the stream can't see anything. It's on the D&D Twitter.
Yeah, that's where I'm finding all of our news that I post. So maybe there will be a link in a thing, but essentially you can play a very fast card game. It's very fun and very fast, and that comes out in stores November 16th.
Oh, that's not that far.
Yeah.
Lauren posted the link in chat.
Man,
of course.
Obo Crazy, you're so awesome.
I feel like she just has it all open, and she just like, because there's like a 10-second delay there, so she was really fast on that. Because we were still muttering about it when she when she found it. So that's cool. And what about you? I imagine you have con appearances right through the end of the year.
Yeah, TwitchCon. I'm actually this weekend going to be a VIP guest dungeon master for Level Eater in Portland. And then also we're going to Gamehole Con and TwitchCon. And yeah.
PAX West?
PAX Unplugged, I'm not really sure yet. I really hope so.
Yeah.
That'd be really great because I love that convention. So our shows, Maze Arcana shows, will be coming up very soon. We don't have any specific dates yet, but very, very soon.
Cool.
That's as much as I can remember.
No, that's good. That's good. I'm trying to think. I'm like, what do we have coming up? Wait, we're doing our anniversary celebration right now.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we're all a little frazzled from the 4 days of awesomeness that was PAX West. Did you get a chance to rest at all?
A little bit yesterday. I had one of those days. I'm one of those people who, if I can get into a groove on something, then I can zone out and rest, whatever kind of meditation it is I need in the moment. But I had one of those days where it's like, played games for a moment, got interrupted. Started handling some real life shit for a bit, got interrupted. Had to do other stuff, got interrupted. And it's just like the whole day was like that. So I felt like I did nothing and didn't get any rest at all. But luckily, I'm going to sleep in tomorrow. So.
Yay! Awesome.
And then 4 days off. So that, and then back to the grind.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. This is very fun.
Actually, back to the in-office Waterdeep campaign on Tuesday.
Cool.
Yeah.
I want to play.
I have really good plans for them, I think. It's different, I find, for this one especially. Planning a campaign for 2 of the people in the room have read the book.
Oh, yeah. What's
DMs.
that like?
I can tell you offline because there's no way to even remotely reference it without spoiling stuff. So, but I have a plan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that I'm pretty excited about. I created a lot of extra NPCs.
Yeah, you really need to change things. So, when I'm dungeon mastering for people who've played for a really long time, every monster I use, I edit. Yeah. And sometimes that's just making them younger or older.
Yeah.
Giving them a different backstory, giving them different powers.
I'm going to slide in some of those Kobold Press Creature Codex ones.
Oh, very cool. So. And I will never use the amount of HP that they list. Because some of my friends just memorize everything.
Yep.
So they're like, isn't this dead yet? It's like, are you metagaming?
Yeah. Well, yeah. And it's also, drama. You got to play it up. It's like, you guys are doing, this is too easy for you. This happens.
Can I tell you a really fun thing that I did, or just like my proudest Sirens moment?
Yes.
I turned a bunch of old lady driders, big spider ladies, into golden girls. Essentially, when they get too old, the driders go hide under a rock into a little drider village. Yeah. And they are so old and they cannot eat meat, so they farm fungus under the rocks. Yeah. So that's my Underdark colony of
Betty
old
White
ladies.
and the B. Arthur driders.
Yeah, and even like the mom, B. Arthur's mom. Yeah, that's super awesome. Old one. It was very cute. Yeah.
She had all the funniest lines.
Actually,
B. Arthur had all the funniest lines. Yeah. She was sharp. That's awesome. Will we ever get champions with more than one ultimate? I can't spoil that kind of thing. Come on, you guys should know better. So let's see. It is 2:52. I have a thing here that is like my exit script for when I can't remember things well and I need to say be told exactly what's happening. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for letting me be here.
This was our show, or this is our show for Thursday, September 6th. So thank you all for watching. Shout-outs to John, Greg, Bart, Pelham, and Lynn at Wizards of the Coast for everything that they do. We work a lot with them really closely to get a lot of stuff done, and they are awesome. And of course, they graciously allow us space here on the official D&D Twitch to talk about our 2 favorite things, which are D&D and video games. Extra special thanks to Erica Kramer, also known as Community Manager Erica, who co-produces this live stream whether I am here or not. And on that note, thanks as well goes to Chris Dupuis, also known as Game Guru Chris, for hosting last week's live stream and the last 2 community Q&As while I ran off to PAX. Waffle Talk is coming up at 4, followed by Trapped in the Birdcage at 5, Critical Role at 7, because it's Thursday, and you basically leave this channel on all day. Extra huge mega thanks to Satine Phoenix for joining us here in the office. And to Binwin Bronzebottom for joining us on stream. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and we will see you next week. Have a good weekend.